our video yesterday releasing that we could finally flash the factory ECU within the late model Ford platform vehicles, we had a ton of questions and we thought it would be great to make a video just explaining what this does and what it changes for the actual end user. So previously, before yesterday, we had to swap out the factory ECU for an earlier model F-150 ECU. That added a significant amount of cost and also complexity where we would have to remarry the actual ECU to the car and do the pats and things like that, which required special equipment and obviously entailed further work, and not many workshops were actually offering that service. It also added around about $3,000 expense on our side, this is Australian dollars, which not all customers wanted to do. It did allow us to completely custom tune the factory vehicle and we could achieve outstanding results, and we've been doing that for around the past 18 months with full customization, multi-maps, all sorts of different things, different tunes, various rail limiters and all that sort of thing. What we can now do is we can tune and unlock the factory ECU. To do that, you also then need to use a HP Tuners MP3 VI. And that then allows us to get in and just tune the factory ECU as we have done in the past with any number of different vehicles. So you still need to buy a HP Tuners device and license the ECU. And once that is done, you've got complete access to the ECU, just like we had for the past 18 months when we were doing the ECU swaps with the F-150 ECUs. Various other devices are coming online to do this as well. The Livenoise MyCal can do this already, the Avid unit, and other things are coming up every day. So we will be able to use different tuning platforms as well as the HP Tuners editor, PCM Tech and products and so forth like that allow us large amount of customization when we're doing this. So what does it entail for the end user? Basically, you can now tune a car through any number of different workshops because everyone can just utilize the MPVI3 and unlock that vehicle and then tune as they have done in the past. On our end as a workshop, it doesn't really change anything other than reducing the cost. We still offer the same tuning customization. A lot of questions we do get asked are, do the active exhaust still work? Yes, all the complete functionality of the factory system still work just like it drove off the Ford showroom floor. So active exhaust, all of that functionality does work. One of the big advantages over this is that we can have future upgrades moving forward. If you then do an exhaust system, a different intercooler, an air intake, different fuels, anything like that, allow us to have complete customization and a proven upgrade path as customers move forward. One thing we've found over the years of being involved with modifying cars, very few customers just stick with a stage one generic flash. So things like the offering like the ProCal and other things like that are just a one size flash that fits all. They don't offer any adjustability moving forward. You can't change the shift patterns, you can't put a little bit more boost in here. If you put an exhaust on it, you can't change things. So it's sort of money that you spend once and it's gone. If you then want to upgrade further, you need to then upgrade to some sort of package like this. So that's definitely something you want to consider if you're going to go down the upgrade path. Continually getting asked how much power does it add? Well, for us, most of the time we're gaining around 150 horsepower at the engine, and that obviously depends on what mods have been done to the vehicle already. We do highly recommend that at least a stage 1 intercooler is fitted prior to any performance upgrade tuning side of things. The factory intercooler is horrific and they suffer from heat soak even in stock power. So before you get a tune or at the same time, definitely do an intercooler upgrade. So how much does it actually cost? It's a very open question and something that isn't a simple answer of it costs $1,000. So obviously there's licensing required and an MPVI to unlock the car and HP tuner credits and so on like that. So depending upon what guys are starting with, a lot of customers will already have an MPVI. or an RTD or the like. So they don't need to purchase a device. So for us, our basic tuning is starting at 850 Australian dollars. That doesn't include licensing, it doesn't include a device. So that's just simply us supplying a tune out to a customer, not us dynoing or anything like that. It's just a basic tune that we can then revise and calibrate, customize to their car. That's the starting point. So $850 Australian is our starting point for a basic tune. We then offer extra tunes on top of that, where we go into more detail. We then optimize further, whether we're dynoing the car in-house, whether we're supplying the devices, an Avid, things like that. They obviously then change the price further. If we're going to a PCM Tech custom tune, where we're doing multi-tunes, various fuels, anti-lag, things like that, the expense goes up from there. So how much does it cost to have something like this done at DSR Performance? For our Stage 1 drive-in, drive-out package, which includes a front mount intercooler kit, supplied and fitted, before and after dyno runs and complete customization on our in-house chassis dyno, you're looking at $4,045. And we normally see around 120 to 150 engine horsepower in that sort of 80 to 100 rear wheel kilowatt gain on our dyno in-house. With that, we optimize the engine calibration, the transmission, and we road test the car as well, and we set it up to what the customer actually wants and also what the car wants. Not all vehicles are created the same, and definitely depending on what upgrades they have, requires a different tune. Do they have an airbox? Is it an open airbox? Does it have a lid? There's any number of variables that change how the calibration should actually be done. If everyone says one size fits all, that's absolutely not the case. You can do that at factory power levels, but as we push things further, we need to increase our optimization and make sure the calibration is on point. Another question we keep getting asked is, are we offering this to trade customers and remote international and things like that? Yes, we offer the same service we've been offering with our previous ECU swaps. So we do it for a number of workshops already around the world. We completely optimize it again for their conditions, their fuel, anything like that. So any trading inquiries, again, hit us up. Any questions whatsoever, just reach out, we're happy to answer. So overall, this is a fantastic thing that's been released for the late model form platform. It is readily available now for the S650 Mustangs, the F-150s, and the next gen range of Raptor and the Bronco platform. So it's opened up a huge area of extra customization and tuning for that Ford customer. And we offer all of those services here at DSR Performance. If you do want further information, don't hesitate to hit us up on our social media or flick us an email, give us a call, jump on our website, dsrperformance.com.au, and there's pricing, information, pictures, all of the packages that we offer and things like that. So thanks for listening, guys. If you do have any further questions, like we said, don't hesitate to contact us at DSR Performance today.